today. I just want to make sure we got out and have a conversation about it. It's important stuff. For those that don't know, this is the show where I come live every single day, usually Monday through Friday, live on YouTube, Facebook, also on LinkedIn, to discuss the things that I talk about with my clients every single day. And what we're going to do is actually share. I typically share a couple of the articles that I talk about. Well, on the 6th, basically, yes, and then yesterday is when I came across the note came through is that the White House has actually put out basically a pilot program for working capital for small businesses. So I want to make sure we take a moment and, I wanted to get out front and actually have a conversation about this because it's pretty interesting. So with that, again, I'm a small business coach that helps businesses grow faster than ever thought possible. But let's get into this thing. This is pretty interesting when I saw this. So, all right. So this is from Small Business Administration. Again, every single article that I talk about is going to be linked in the description here. We just got one for today, but let's go. So Biden-Harris administration launches working capital pilot program. Let's see what this is all about here. So we got the pilot program expands small businesses access to credit lines that create jobs and spur sales growth. One of the things that's been I've seen quite a bit of, been hearing about, is that there are many businesses right now that banks are not extending. Either they're not offering, they're being a little bit more strict on basically those lines of credit for working capital frankly, for most small businesses. But you're definitely hearing about where it's in the lower income communities where those small businesses are trying to get a hold of those lines of credit to help their businesses, and they're being shut down. So I imagine this is probably where this is coming from, would be my guess. And we'll get into this. So today, Administrator Isabel Casillas Guzman, head of the U.S. Small Business Administration, the SBA, and the voice in President Biden's cabinet for America, more than 33 million small businesses, announced the 7A Working Capital Pilot Program. So it's WCP program, Working Capital Program. All right. So the WCP offers a newly structured line of credit made by 7A lenders and backed by the Small Business Administration, designed to give greater flexibility than traditional term loans. So let's take a look here. What is a 7A loan? Let's see. Yep. So again, SBAs, again, these are the folks that are small business loans issued by a private lender and backed by the SBA. So these are folks that are already approved. Okay. So these are going to be, again, it's going to be just like we have your normal loan. I want to make sure I was saying this correctly here. When you have your normal loan and you go through the SBA, in order to get the backing, there's additional requirements that are required. However, you also get the backing of the SBA, which typically leads to basically a lower amount that you have to put. Basically, you as the business owner need to put, front, like usually drops down to 10%. Additionally, there is a little bit more leeway when it comes to your capital, i.e. your equipment expenses and things like that too. So you'll see that actually is at a different rate. Now, small businesses require working capital through competitively priced lines of credit to operate efficiently and fund their pursuit of growth opportunities, which is why the SBA is meeting the market needs, especially in a higher interest rate environment, by adding the 7A Working Capital Pilot Program to our suite of loan products, said Administrator Guzman. As the Biden-Harris administration doubles down on its commitment to help entrepreneurs achieve their American dreams of business ownership, this newly structured line of credit will empower more small businesses to pursue opportunities from President Biden's Investing in America agenda, create jobs and grow their businesses. Now, where this is coming from again is that there has been banks, they are not looking to currently. The banks that I talk with and the financial institutions that I speak with right now, they are not trying to give out any more loans right now. They have to for reasons, but they're not trying to give out any loans. And specifically, it's because where they got to basically balance where their deposits and their loans, and there's a percentage that they need, a ratio they need to be at. And right now, deposits have been shrinking. And I think it's been widely reported in the media as far as for savings rates for the most Americans are like negative at this point. So the deposits have been shrinking, but also because you're in a higher rate, interest rate environment, what the banks typically borrow money to then loan out for, again, for either a line of credit or they need for different type of loans. Well, the rate that they're borrowing at is, they're expecting in the next 12 months that rates are going to start getting cut. Well, what ended up happening is that means the arbitrage that they use, they're going to be upside down because of the rate that they're going to be paying out, that the rate that they command for the loans that they want to give versus what they currently have as far as their borrowing are going to be, negative, and that's not okay. That's not going to be good. So you're going to see that piece. That's what's restricting a lot of lending at the current point. They're looking forward. So, all right. So this pilot program represents a significant expansion of the SBA's loan programs by adding a line of credit product with an innovative fee structure engineered to increase flexibility for small businesses and lenders, providing more options when structuring a line of credit to meet businesses' specific needs. The transaction-based WCP will allow small businesses to fund individual projects or orders, enabling access to working capital earlier in the sales cycle. Asset-based WCP loans will provide small businesses with a cost-effective way to access working capital against their assets, allowing small businesses to better manage their cash flow while also supporting supply chain resiliency. So, just like with typical lines of credit, you're gonna leverage your assets. And say in this current market, there's not a lot of folks that are looking for that. Or a lot of institutions aren't necessarily valuing the assets where at the same rate that they were before. Mainly because, again, they're not looking to give loans. So this is another way where they're saying, yep, we're going to help out. Now, for small businesses participating in the global marketplace, the WCP is designed to support both domestic and international sales under one facility. That's always one of the things that you see is those different sales facilities come up and how they manage them. Okay. All right. And then for small businesses participating in the home energy rebate programs funded by the Inflation Reduction Act, which didn't reduce inflation in the slightest, the WCP provides a new solution to help companies ramp up capacity and mobilize service. Let's talk about that for a second. So, all right, let's go down through these 4 spots. So the transaction-based WCP will allow small businesses to fund individual products or orders, enabling access to working capital. So you're going to have a project pre-approved and identified prior to going basically being able to access this capital. So it appears to be needs to be for projects and orders. So if you need to order equipment and or projects, you're going to be going to them saying with this line of credit. So you'll have access to the line of credit. However, it needs to be, each one's going to be approved. It has to be approved. And what you can go after is going to be based on your current, what you have for available credit is going to be based on your current assets you have on the books. Make sense? And see here, yep. So and also it doesn't look like there's a domestic and or international restriction, which will be interesting to see. Typically, there's the Buy American clause that you have on a lot of those things, so it looks like it's waiving that. And then in the home energy, so this is also another way to where people, if there's businesses that want to get into the, basically, what it seems like, if they have businesses that are in the solar power business, or they're in the business of basically whatever it is, trying to think of renewable energy space, looks like they're going to have ready access to. So that must be another issue. They must be having trouble getting people ramped up in order to meet the projected need. So, okay. Now let's go into the last bit here. So the WCP is built around a flexible annual SBA upfront guarantee fee that allows small businesses to customize the loan to their individual needs. This innovative fee structure was first introduced under the 7A Export Working Capital Program and greatly reduces the cost of loans with shorter maturities, allowing a business to pay SBA upfront guarantee fee on an annual basis. The Working Capital Program will launch this year. Complete details will be posted on SBA.gov, which they're not out yet. And for lenders interested in the WCP, a one-on-one counseling will be available from the SBA's team of export finance managers. Again, you can find them all here. All right. Well, that's what we have on the working capital pilot program that was just, relatively new. So for those that are interested, it's definitely something to take a look at. That, excuse me, that is going to be an option for you if you have projects that you're, coming up in the future that you may not qualify for a loan for per se, but they may fall, due to the size because of the, typically they're looking for a larger dollar value on some of those loans that they want to give. For the smaller piece, that would typically under a line of credit, but you may not have a line of credit or enough credit currently to be able to do that. It appears the Washington, specifically the Small Business Administration, wants to extend lines of credit now. That's going to be interesting to basically back those with their current 7A financial partners. Very interesting. So again, just an example of some of the stuff that I work with my clients. I'll have a note out to my clients tomorrow on this. Be interesting to see what some of them say, specifically some of the financial people that I work with. And if you're interested in learn more about what I do to help small businesses grow faster than ever thought possible, you can go to summitbusinessguys.com, check that out. Learn more about what I do here. Just see just a few of the clients that I work with. Learn more about me. Learn about the Pinnacle Business Operating System that my clients use here, where we focus on people purpose. We build amazing playbooks, measure performance, what ultimately is going to grow our profit. Come out here and check out me on Facebook, and then you can see my latest YouTube video that I currently have out on how to hire the best employees. That's this little bit that's out there for you right now. So with that, thank you. Hopefully I earned your subscription today. If so, if I did earn your subscription, which would be great, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I go live here every single day. So with that, take care, and I will see you